Yes, you heard it right, I'm not a trained musician. I don't play any traditional instruments. I don't know music like real musicians do. And yet I was hired by Zouk Club Singapore, ranked by DJ Mag as one of the top 10 clubs in the world for the prestigious position of resident DJ. So how did I do it? Would I recommend any of you to try it? Well, here's my story. Hey, what's up guys, I'm LeNERD and today I'll be sharing with you how I first started, how I got hired by Zouk Club Singapore, and most importantly, is music theory a necessity in the pursuit of a career in music? So in Singapore, we have this thing called a Polytechnic education, which can be translated as a technical diploma course. So when you graduate, you get a diploma, or in the US, they call it an associate's degree. I was 17 then and we were told to get a CCA. I was a scout for both my primary and secondary education, which means it's almost a decade of being a scout, and I knew I wanted to try something new. Probably something in the realm of gaming. However, music was definitely the furthest thing from my mind. In Singapore, it was mandatory for all primary school students to learn how to play the recorder during music class. And growing up, I was a small kid, so I had small hands and I couldn't reach the notes for the recorder, and I sucked at it badly. So from a young age, I called it quits with music because I was like super frustrated at it. So at the CCA carnival, I chanced upon the DJ club, which was frankly quite intimidating to me. I was a nerdy looking scrawny kid with low self-esteem issues, and everybody at the booth seemed very aloof and definitely very cool. There performing on the showcase stand was DJ Rattle with his lightning quick fingers. I remember it like it was yesterday. My fresh green ears were hurting because of the loud volume of the music. However, I enjoyed it thoroughly. What made it cooler was that I had a little background knowledge on turntables, and even though I hated playing music, I still supported a small number of artists. One of them is Linkin Park. I was always drawn towards Mr. Han of the band. He is their turntablist and producer, and to see DJ Rattle do it live is likened to adding fuel to my fire of passion for DJing. However, anxiety hit me badly when I walked towards the registration booth of the DJ club, and I eventually gave up on registering. Fast forward 1 year and it's CCA Carnival again, and I found myself drawn towards the loud banging instrumental and the sharp scratching sound of the turntables. It was the DJ club again. However, this time it was a little bit different. I saw a guy, like me, skinny, nerdy looking, trying to give out flyers, getting people to join the DJ club. And in a fucked up way, right, it managed to allow me to pull myself together and gather enough courage to finally sign up for the DJ club. While in the DJ club, I rejoiced as I was told that I won't be learning any music theory, just simple beats per minute counting and bar counting. I guess you could call that music theory. However, for us non-musicians, we picture music theory like memorizing notes, their positions, and memorizing countless Latin words and following strict protocols. We were told to embody the art of freestyle, the anything goes mentality, as long as we feed our souls and rock the crowd. Deep in me, I realized that I actually love performing for others, not just purely for the love of music. I practiced day and night so as to show new routines and crazy DJ tricks to my peers. I eventually desired to show my skills at bigger arenas, which naturally led me to join local DJ competitions. I won every DJ competition that I was in, and slowly but surely got noticed and started to play non-school gigs more often. In 2012 came the social media boom, and I realized that I can reach an even wider audience there. To share my passion for performance, this led me to create my first DJ Mix series, DJ LeNERD Club Mix. I was so consistent in my postings that I even got a local sushi chain to air it in their restaurant. A few years later, I became the resident DJ of Canvas Club, the club where many local legends began their journey. Concurrently, I'm also a DJ for rapper Sugar Shay's Grizzle Grind crew, which got us ad hoc gigs at Zouk from time to time. In 2016, I was approached by Zouk Club Singapore to be hired as their resident DJ. I was told by the DJ booker that they had a leaving resident, which opened up a slot for me, and that I caught the eye of the head DJ in 2014 when I competed in the Live Mix Maestro DJ battle. He loved the way that I performed battle DJing in a way that doesn't go above the audience's head, and I was clearly overjoyed when they gave me the call. Looking back, I felt like the recruitment from Zouk was a huge part of luck, as well as my relentless grind in the DJing art form and my community building efforts. However, at this point, I only got a good grasp of the technical aspects of DJing. I still do not know music theory, and when you put two songs together, I can't really tell you whether it is in key or not in key. So to recap, 3 months after being a jobless university grad, I became the resident DJ of Canvas Club. Then 1 year in, I became the resident DJ of Zouk Singapore. This was all happening so quickly and I was quite frankly overwhelmed. There was a steep learning curve at Zouk when it comes to discipline, ops, and organizational structure. Even DJing methodology and philosophy were kept at a high standard. At this point, I was relatively confident in my DJing skills. However, the head DJ, who personally selected me from the crowd, was not too pleased with my current performance. He often gave me long talks after my set, always telling me that I'm lacking in certain areas. You know, after a DJ set, you are like extremely exhausted already, and then you still gotta get lectured. And what makes things worse, right? He's a feelings type person, whereas I'm a thinking type person, so it's like pretty hard for me to understand him, or vice versa. He often criticizes my flow of DJing as well as my poor DJ mix connection skills, stating that certain tracks got certain feels, and a track with a particular feel cannot match another track with a different feel. I was extremely confused by his comments, and I thought he was referring to my lack of ear for detecting off-key elements. So I took some time to learn mix in key, as well as practice 2 hours ear training every single day on top of my busy schedule, and even spent 3 months memorizing this music theory grade 1 to 5 to take the ABRSM exams. However, he was still not satisfied with me, and I was dumbfounded. Then I proceeded to make a set list every single night, occasionally running it by him to see if anything is wrong. And I even record each night's performance, and when I reach home, I will listen to the performance all over again to check what I can improve. 3 years gone by, and on this fateful day, I will never forget it. It was my first time performing as the main act in the Zouk Singapore main room. In the middle of my set, the head DJ walks up to me, and then now I'm nervous, man, I'm sweating. You know, I got 1,000 possibilities of how he's gonna fuck me up, you know. And all he did was lean in and said, "Good." All I can say for the rest of the week, I was over the moon. Looking back at all of this, I finally realized what I was lacking. Did music theory actually help me achieve this? Before I continue, if you enjoy this video, please smash like so more people can see this video. So here's my honest opinion. No. Music theory has very little to do with getting booked as a DJ. The requirements to getting booked are basic DJing skills, ability to read the crowd, and overall popularity. Getting booked is like working your way up or trying to achieve something. The top of every field will always tell you that staying at the top is harder than the actual climb itself. This is where the insight of music theory comes in. Oftentimes a DJ with many years of experience will be able to tell you which song match well with each other, or what key a certain song is. This is through years of dealing with music. You slowly develop an ear for it. And by ear, I don't really mean your physical ear, but your brain will have the ability to discern more elements of the music when you start listening to music more often with a critical ear. In order to gain those insights quickly, rather than through trial and error, music theory is here to help. Written and edited over the years by the best and brightest musical minds. It pays to work hard, but even more when you work smart. However, solely armed with music theory, it is very hard to feel what you learn or hear its effects. Take these 2 songs. How many of y'all can tell that it is off-key when I mix them together? If you asked me a few years back, I couldn't either. However, by forcing myself to mix in key daily in my club sets, and obviously with the help of Serato DJ's key analyzer, I'm slowly able to tune my ears to discern between off-key and on-key mixes. Learning music theory also allows you to know that some songs, even though slow in tempo, has a high energy due to its chord progressions, or vice versa. It is paramount to understand this in order to develop a good flow in DJ mixing. A night's worth of music in a DJ set can't be monotonous. Its energy level has to ebb and flow, taking your audience on a journey, celebrating both the highs and the lows. The low energy tracks brings character to your set and allows the high energy tracks to shine brighter than usual. So that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below if you guys want a more in-depth explanation about mix in key or any DJ producer marketing related topics so I can make a video out of it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe so more people can watch this video. Hopefully I've shown you guys the benefits of learning more about music in this video. See you guys on the next one.